like many other lawyers, kind of just allowed myself to use food, alcohol as kind of a coping mechanism for a lot of the stress that this job puts on you, until I ended up in the hospital one night due to all that stuff and had kind of a scary experience, which kind of shocked me into completely changing that very, very unhealthy lifestyle.
Hi, welcome to our Happy Rainmaker series where point one can make a difference. I'm joined by Matt Schwartz, who is a partner at DLA Piper in the San Diego office. He is the U.S. Finance Practice Group leader. Welcome, Matt.
Morning. Thank you for having me.
I saw a post that you had on LinkedIn, and I guess a lot of other people saw it too. You talked about a health scare that you had and what you did about it. Can you walk us through that a little bit?
The long and the short of it is, like many other lawyers, I had what I would describe as a very unhealthy lifestyle. Kind of just allowed myself to use food, alcohol as kind of a coping mechanism for a lot of the stress that this job puts on you, which frankly was extremely unhealthy. And I went to the doctor, who told me I was overweight, had high blood sugar, high blood pressure. And to be honest, I kind of listened, but didn't really listen until I ended up in the hospital one night due to all that stuff and had kind of a scary experience, which kind of shocked me into completely changing that very, very unhealthy lifestyle.
How do you manage that with your busy schedule?
I think it's just a matter of being as intentional with your personal life, with your food, as you are with your work. Calls are scheduled with clients, trips to visit clients, emails, and then all of my personal stuff too. That's all put into a calendar, going to my kids' school play. And I think you need to be as intentional sort of with food, exercise, taking medications, taking vitamins, going to see the doctor, scheduling your vacations as you are with all of those other things.
Do you have any advice for more junior lawyers who aren't in charge of when meetings take place or what assignments they're going to be on?
You really need to adapt your lifestyle around the people that you work with and really set up your schedule around, try to anticipate in advance, when you think the partner or the other associates that you're working with are going to need you. If you don't know, just ask and then try to kind of work around their schedule. I think that it's unpopular to say that, but I really think as a junior lawyer, especially in big law, you got to schedule your life around not only the clients, but the other people on the team. If you work in a group that doesn't coordinate vacation schedules, you're working in a poorly managed group. That period. The partner or partners that run your group should be planning vacations for everyone in that group months in advance. If you have a family wedding or you have a family vacation that's a specific week, speak up early. And then other people who don't have that should really try to plan around that. So don't wait until the last minute, and don't be embarrassed or surprised to say that. So, and if your group doesn't do that, suggest that they do it. And if they refuse to do it, you're working in the wrong place. Find another place to work. Amongst us as the partners, we try to do the same thing so that there's always a partner or two who's sort of on call to make sure that you're managing everybody else's schedule when they're out so that there's not a client emergency. The other thing is remind people 2 weeks in advance, a week in advance, 3 days in advance. Hey, reminder, I'm going to be out. But also be proactive in trying to arrange coverage. Try to get ahead of stuff so that you're leaving the least amount of emergency work for people while you're out. There are times when you can check out completely. There are times when you have to monitor your email. That's just the way the career works. But the goal is for people to go out on vacation, to take as little bit of time on that vacation, spending it on work as possible. And if they absolutely must, it should be, the absolute minimum of disruption to what they're trying to do in order to check out and refresh. The other stuff in terms of working on the weekends, when you're a lawyer in big law, you're going to work on the weekends, period. I think the key is, if you've ended up working all weekend on something, when that deal closes on Monday, take the afternoon off, go take a walk, go get a workout in, take a nap, do whatever it is you need to do to kind of like counterbalance the fact that you had to work all weekend. So I think it's, there's kind of the two different aspects of scheduling uninterrupted time away, plus trying to balance out or integrate your work time and your personal time on the weekends, and blocking off time for personal time whenever that happens to be when you need it.
That's great advice. We always try and leave the people who are watching these videos with something they can do today as soon as it's finished. So it sounds like taking a look at the calendar, carving out some time for a workout would be something to start with.
If you go to the partner in your team and go, hey, look, when is the best time of the day for me to go to the gym and do my workouts? And they go, hey, early in the morning is best. We'll tell you what, put on your calendar, block out 7 to 8:30 in the morning. We're even right on there, blocked for workouts. And that's when you go do your workouts. And if it's not the best time, make it the best time.
Great. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate all of the great advice. And I know it's going to help a lot of people. And I would highly recommend anyone who's listened today, follow Matt on LinkedIn. He's got some of the best content I've ever seen, and it's really informative. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate that.